Today we're gonna make stutter vocal leads. And in the end we'll try to make a track out of it. To make the vocal lead, I dropped a vocal sample into Serum, and on its own it sounds like this. I added a little bit of processing. I added some distortion, some phaser, a little bit of chorus, a little bit of compression, and I also made sure to press this button so that I can play with the vocal on the piano notes. What's most important to get these lead sounds sounding stuttery is to add a gate to them. In this case I used gross beat and I added a trance gate. And what this does, it's basically adjusting the volume envelope of the vocal. We can have a listen without gross beat. Doesn't sound nice at all. And then when we add gross beat, it sounds nice. You can also adjust the attack time here in gross beat. So if you want the vocal to have a really hard attack, you can do this. And if you want it to be way softer, you can reduce the attack. You get the point. So I put it like this. There's also a little bit of OTT going on, compressing it even more. There's some reverb to make the vocal a lot wider. The chorus also does a great job of widening the vocal. Sound goodizer, and then some delay and reverb. If you set the portamento to always in Serum and then you adjust the portamento time, you will get this slide effect between the notes. So the final result of the vocal, it sounds like this. So the bassline, this is the main preset that I used, and it's from my upcoming preset pack. The sub bass sounds like this. It's a really short sub bass. Then we have this bass layer. Just a background layer to make it a bit wider. And then I added some hat sounds and kick sounds to increase the punchiness of the bass. So this is a good trick to use if you want more punch out of your bass line. Just remember to cut out the low end of the kick, because otherwise you may destroy the bass line. So putting it all together, we have this. The kick is 2 layers. Really increasing the top end. The vocal I used is in 3 layers, and I used a website called Audemy to create the vocal. So this is the main sample.
Why do you do this? When in a moment couldn't see your behavior was toxic for me.
And then I created some background vocals.
Why do you do this? When in a moment. Why do you do this? When in a moment.
Putting them all together.
Why do you do this? When in a moment couldn't see your behavior was toxic for me.
And I also added a stutter effect at the end.
Your behavior was toxic for me.
I also have this pad sound going on, very uplifting. This will also be included in my upcoming preset pack. It's a Serum preset. What I did for this pad sound is that I gated it as well. So it's the same preset as for the vocal. It's the trance gate in gross beat.
Why do you do this? When in the moment couldn't see your behavior was toxic for me. Eternal optimist, I'll make the best of it.